What's up guys, Christos here and welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is coming at you from my garage, which is where I run my reselling business, where I resell new and used products on eBay and Amazon. Now what I'm going to be doing in today's video is actually just taking you through a couple of the orders that I sold over the weekend and actually just showing you how I package each one to make sure that they get to the customer safely, not damaged, and in the most cost-effective way. And all I really want to do is just give you guys a quick overview on how I do things, and maybe that can help you in the future when it comes to packing your orders. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. The only thing that I do ask for you guys to do is make sure you hit that like button down below, because it really helps this video out with the YouTube search and the algorithm. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first item that I'm going to show you how I package, and I sold a couple of these this weekend, is this kind of mini World of Warcraft official cookbook, which is quite a cool item if you're into World of Warcraft, of course. But these are my favourite things to package because they just don't really take much effort. All I use is one of these kind of padded envelopes. It's just basically a normal envelope with a little bit of bubble wrap on the inside. You can get these from like the post office or just general stores, but I would highly recommend, if you're going to be taking eBay seriously, you can order these in bulk. And yeah, it's really simple how I do it. All I do is take the bag, flip it up on the right hand side, and all I do is slip the book in, make sure it's nice and secure. Come on, get yourself in there. Take the seal off here, pop it over, and that is pretty much it. And what's really good about this in terms of the product and the packaging that I'm using is, because I've got it really nice and small, this can actually get classed as a large letter when it comes to posting through something like Royal Mail, and it's going to save you a lot of money in shipping. Now, I believe that a small package through Royal Mail is something like £2.95, whereas a large letter is going to be about £1.83 if I am correct, which is £1 saving. And if you're selling a lot of these items, you're going to be saving a lot of money. So you don't really want to be sending these type of things in like a box or anything like that. You want to be getting them in a nice and compact packaging, something like this. Okay, so the next item that I'm going to show you how I post is actually a order from Amazon, and I'm going to be posting it FBM. So I did mention this at the start of the video. I think FBM stands for fulfilled by merchant. This means that you have to post it. The other way is obviously FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, where you send all of your products to them in bulk and they post it for you. But this one is an FBM order, and it's a kind of lime, basil and mandarin scented reed diffuser. Now this one is going to be a little bit more difficult because this is actually glass, so we're going to have to be worried a little bit more about how we're packaging this product, because we don't want it getting damaged on the way to the customer. Now there's going to be three main shipping supplies that I actually use to fulfill an order like this. Number one is a cardboard box. The second thing that I'm going to need is fragile tape to put on the box when I actually ship it, and then the final thing, and probably the most important of the lot, is bubble wrap. So what we're going to obviously need to do is make sure that this item is secured and protected as much as possible, because our postal services in the UK right now do not have the best reputation, to say the least. So we want to make sure that it's going to be as protected as it possibly can be. So I'm going to switch the camera around and show you exactly how I would package an item like this. Okay, so first up is of course bubble wrapping the item. I try and go over it at least 2 or 3 times just to give it that extra protection, but as you can see, I just like to fold it over like this. From there we grab a little bit of sellotape to obviously just secure that bubble wrap on one side, and we go and do it on the other side as well, and then the final side. I try to keep it as neat as possible. I may be rushing a little bit for the sake of this video, but there we have a bubble wrapped item. Next up is getting it into the box. And now we have our box all prepared. The first thing that I like to do is actually grab some more bubble wrap and just layer the bottom of the box like that, so there's a nice bit of padding. As you can see, the bottom of the box is nice and padded out. Then I'm going to be taking my item and popping it in on top of that, And then the main thing that I want to be doing is filling out the rest of this box. Now there is two ways that you can do it. Obviously you can use a little bit more bubble wrap, that is absolutely fine. The other way that I do it when I have it, I use either airbags, I'll post a picture up on the screen of what they look like, or I use void paper. Now I'm a little bit low on both of those right now, so today is going to be just bubble wrap. This is probably the most expensive form of doing that, but it's all I have right now because we're in the middle of Q4 and my supplies are running low. But we just make sure we fill the rest of the box out with bubble wrap and just make sure it's nice and padded out as so. Secure the box, and then the final touch is grabbing our fragile tape, one across here, and popping it on the bottom of the box as well, as so, just so they can see it and they can see that it's fragile. You can use as much of this as you want, but that's pretty much as far as I go with it. Sometimes I also write on the box what's inside, something like glass or liquid. That just gives them that extra bit of information to be a little bit more careful with this parcel. But this is pretty much ready to go and ready to be put on the labelling bench over there to get its shipping labels on. So we'll pop this one aside and we'll move on to the third and final product, which is this nice little Bendy in the Ink plush toy which I sold over the weekend. And these ones are so easy to package, guys. So what I've shown you so far is a book, and then I've shown you more of a fragile product. This, you're pretty much never going to get a return because it's actually been damaged, and it's so easy to post as long as you do have the right equipment. And all I am using to post toys like this and other plush toys that you know cannot get damaged, ones that don't have much packaging on them at all, is just these poly bags here, which I get from a shipping company, and it's ever so easy. All I do is grab the toy, pop it in the bag, taking the seal off of course, and then all I'm going to be doing is wrapping this bag around the product until it's nice and secure, and as we have it there, and that is ready to go. Sometimes I do like to kind of neaten it up with a little bit of sellotape as well, but really it can just go like this. You can pop your shipping label there. It's pretty much the right size for a Royal Mail postage stamp or something like that. And this is pretty much the product ready and primed to go. This should take you no longer than 30 seconds just to prep and pack your order and stuff like that. One thing I haven't mentioned is obviously you've seen all of these products with no shipping labels on. Normally I would show you, but number one, it's for the privacy of the customer. I don't want their names being shown up on here. I think I would land in some pretty hot shit for doing that. But one thing to mention is before I do any of this, I actually go into my computer and actually print out all of my shipping labels before I even package my products. As you can imagine, if I'm packaging kind of loads of different boxes like this with different items, I'm easily going to forget what's going to be in each box. But yeah, just a heads up, make sure you are printing out all of your shipping labels before you even think about getting started with picking and packing products, just so you know what is in each one. And once you've packed each one, pop the label on as you go. I've got my labels just over there, so I know exactly what's in these. If I don't, I can always go back and watch this video just for my own reference. But yeah, just something to mention there. Obviously I do print out shipping labels, but just for the sake of this video I haven't. Apart from that, make sure you have liked the video. If you're still watching it, I'm guessing that means you are liking the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Take care.